Okay, good evening, everybody. I think we have had a long week, stretched over so many time zones, and I hope all of you have enjoyed this evening, even though the format was somewhat constraining. I think Keith pointed out that even though the format was very different, I think there are some advantages of being able to just log in from home and be a participant. So we come to the end of a rather large experiment of having a whole week's worth of a conference that we have for decades done otherwise. And I personally enjoyed all of it. I actually, given the time difference, the opening session, as you may remember, was at midnight for me, as well as the president of the conference. And this closing session is happening at a more at noon on the west coast of the US. So I just wanted to thank everybody for their patience and as we struggle through many of the little difficulties of of internets and microphones and so on. But I want to first, at this point in the real program, we would have had the local chair of the conference to say their thanks from the local, and then have the local chair of the future conference to say welcome and an invitation to the new conference. In this particular case, it's the same person who will do both, and it's João Pecas Lopes, who we owe a lot for having run this wonderful and successful conference, and then invite you to Porto in 2 years, which we missed very much not being. João, your turn.
Okay, thank you, Anjan. Well, good evening to all of you. Good afternoon already. Good night for some of others. I want to say that even making the PSCC in a full virtual mode, it was for us a great honor. And I think at the end, when we arrive at this day, is always a relief because the job is done. But I also think that the job was well done. I think the impressions I got, even the feedback I got from some of the participants, I think we did a good job. And this was only possible because we had a tremendous team working together to put things running. And of course, I want to thank to Dan for his fantastic work in putting all things together. But I also have to thank to our team at the local organizing committee that did all the back office work, and this was a tremendous job, you can't imagine. And I want to thank in special to Lydia, to Joanna, to George for the tremendous job they did. Of course, I want to thank also to Modal, to Andre, for the excellent job they also made. And of course, I would like to invite you for the next PSCC 2022, that I hope that it can be finally and hopefully in Porto in 2 years. And then I would be happy to invite you all for a glass of port wine. But well, in the meantime, I have a video just for you to know about what will expect you. You are seeing my screen, right?
Right.
Okay.
João, you're not in presentation mode, so nothing is advancing.
Sorry?
João, I think that you're sharing your PowerPoint, so you must have had your PowerPoint application selected when you started the video, so that's why we're not seeing it.
Não estão a ver, hein?
No, we're seeing the PowerPoint presentation, so there might have been a misclick on the share screen window.
So,
You need,
I thought you were.
yeah, we're watching the PowerPoint, so you need to stop sharing and stop sharing screen, and then try it again, and select
Okay.
the video application.
Yeah, but then I have to share the screen, right?
Yes, now you share the screen, but you have you should have the application from the video player.
No, it's on my PowerPoint.
Oh, really? Then
It should work. It should, but you were not seeing anything, right?
no, we're not seeing it in presentation mode even. So we're just seeing the first slide and the overall PowerPoint theme.
So I don't know.
But it's not in presentation mode.
Not
if you put it on presentation mode, that might help.
Okay, can you see it now?
Nope.
No, it's not. I think you have.
We were all so
may
pleased
have to
getting
put it-
to the end with such a great conference. I mean, we couldn't get to the end without an IT problem. Could we? So we have to.
Andre, can I
See,
send you this PowerPoint to you?
you can send me the PowerPoint, yeah.
Okay.
And I'll try to make. There could be an actual issue with that. I'm not sure. So with Zoom. So I'm gonna check it. So if you send it to me, I'll be able to replay it. Okay.
It's can't to finish like that, huh?
Is it an MP4 file somewhere?
No.
You can save to something and then play that.
It runs perfectly in my computer.
But you're not in presentation mode when you're showing it there, I think.
The PowerPoint has to go into presentation mode. Otherwise, it
If
won't.
you try it that way, they probably work. See.
Bear with us, folks. We're getting there.
No, come on.
So Dan, are you still with us? I'm just wondering if how many presentations we had in the end for the whole week.
Well, there was the 225 papers. We had the 2 surveys. We had your tutorial session, which, depending on how you count that, was 6, and the roundtable, and then this panel. So it's been a full week. I think people might be zoomed out by now, but you know, hopefully you'll have the chance to go back and see the recordings of the ones you weren't able to catch, because there's some good talks. I know for the Americans, I was up at 3 a.m. for on the first day of the opening session, and was able to listen through those first morning presentations that I suspect a lot of Americans might have missed. And there's some good ones in there, so I would suggest going back and taking a look.
Yeah, so they're quite easy to find, aren't they? So you know, if anyone's just in the attendees now who hasn't found the recordings of the sessions, it's quite easy.
I already sent it, Andre.
So how are we doing on getting the video? Because this is going to encourage us to go to. We didn't make it to Porto this time, but encourage us to go next time. We're assuming that we will all be traveling again in 2 years from now.
Andrea, do you already received it?
No, I'm trying to force my inbox so that I can.
It's a 15 mega
15 megabyte file. Yeah.
file. It may take some time. Do you have any problems with your inbox?
Can that just wait first?
So I know we had 1 or 2 problems with videos during the week. So it's interesting that even the chair of the local organizing committee is not spared from this experience.
Yeah. No, but I can't understand because I can play it in my computer. So that's why I don't know why this.
Yeah, but what we see on the screen is just your normal kind of, you know, as if you were editing stuff in PowerPoint rather than the presentation mode.
And so you were not seeing the slides, right?
So we can see the slide, but it's just still there. I mean, it's like you've got the thing on the left for you know all the kind of navigation.
Okay. Because the slides, this is an automatic with animation. So the PowerPoint passes the slides, and then there is a music.
Yeah, but it's not in presentation mode. But that's not. We're not seeing it in presentation mode.
Oh, perhaps it was that. Okay.
Yeah. Try that. Try that.
Let me see. Maybe. Yeah.
We can hear the music, but we still don't.
Yeah, that's moment.
Actually, I had a problem with that. I tried putting I tried putting a clip of some football. Oh, hang about, there's something different now. No, I tried putting a clip of some football in a slide presentation and then recording it a few weeks ago, and it didn't work very well either.
I don't know what's wrong, really.
Mario says, try to share the screen and not the application.
Yeah.
Okay. But I'm sharing the screen. You are seeing my screen, right?
Well, we think we're seeing an application. So you've just kind of.
I think what Mario is saying is that Zoom might be blocking the application from doing that. But if you show your screen instead, the whole screen instead of the application, so if you show the whole desktop instead of the application, that might work. I haven't tried it before. Never run into this problem, to be honest. So.
No.
Same as before.
Same as before. Yeah. I don't know. Just a moment.
Okay, one last thing maybe.
One last thing, and because I might run into the same problem here.
You already received it, Andre?
Yeah, I have it ready, but I think I'm going to run into the same issue. I can try it. If that's one way to go and see if there is actually no chance. So I can, if you don't mind, I can try and share it.
Please do.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so here we go.
Here we go. If this doesn't work.
You're in presentation mode.
Yep.
Same issue.
Same issue.
Okay.
Well,
so it's a Zoom limitation. So there's really no way of.
Yeah, we can just pass the slides.
Okay, that will
go for that.
Let's
next best solution is that.
Yeah, it's the best solution to go through the slides. Let me see. Yeah, okay. So you can see my no, just a moment.
Not yet.
Now you can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's the way it is. Okay, a flavor of Porto. So the Iron Bridge at Ribeira, downtown. Okay, it's incredible. Okay, yes. Some Porto attractions. So the Museum of Serralves, the Modern Art Museum in Porto. It's a fantastic place with beautiful gardens. This is the House of Music, where you can go for concerts. San Francisco Church, the Ribeira, so the place where to go after the conference, the cathedral, the Clericus Tower, an iconic Baroque architecture by Nazzoni, an architect, an Italian architect. Palacio de Bolsa, this is the place where we are supposed to have our welcome reception. So again, the Iron Bridge, this was made by a pupil of Eiffel. The Museum Soares dos Reis, so the airport, going from the airport to the hotel with the metro. The venue, so the Faculty of Engineering of the Porto University. So this is where I live. Okay. The gala dinner at the Taylor Cellars, an excursion of 4 hours in the River Douro. And okay, see you in Porto in the 27th of June, 1st of July, 2022. Hoping that all this crisis has already passed. And that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, João. Certainly we're looking forward to coming to Porto in 2 years, something I think we were all planning on doing and regretfully couldn't this year. So we'll do that. And now I will call upon Dr. Giri, who's the president of this conference. He's the one who started it, opened the conference on Tuesday morning, and I'll ask him to close the conference and say goodbye to all of the participants.
Thank you, Anjan. Thank you, João. Thank you for involving me in this conference, and I'm looking forward to being in Porto in 2022. I would like to thank all the participants and the organizers for conducting a unique virtual online conference. And although we were sort of forced to do it this way, I suspect some conferences in the future will take on an element of this online version, since we've learned a lot and we've seen that it can be successful in many ways. So with that, I would like to formally close the conference. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, and goodbye.
So bye, everybody. See you in 2 years.
Bye.